Well, hello to you. My name is Scott Picken. I'm the CEO and founder of Wealth Migrate, and I'm here with a good friend of mine, Kenneth Mayer. Now, Kenneth has worked on the boats for over 3 decades. Many people would refer to him as a yachty. But what I find absolutely fascinating is that he said if he knew today what he knew in the beginning, he would be 12 times more wealthy. Just let's start there and then we'll get back into the journey.
Okay, so all that history, I was 5 years on the Merchant Navy, did an apprenticeship, went on to little yachts in Greece, flotilla sailing holidays, went on to big powerboats, went on to big sailboats, and ended up on a sailboat in Sydney Harbour, Birkenhead Point Marina, and a lady came on board and said the Japanese index had gone up by 600%, and I saw this graph, 600%. Wow, I gave her all my $35,000, my entire fortune at that time. That was in September 1987. October 97 came, and I had a third of my money. I was down to about $8,000. So I was burnt in the stock markets, and I didn't do much. And I was earning enough money, and I didn't bother about the money that I'd saved. And I did a little bit, but I wasn't very good at. I then went into Brisbane, and I signed up in a course to do a financial advisory course in Brisbane, and I got honours. It took 2 weeks, and I got this certified to be a financial advisor. And when I walked out of that course with my honours, I didn't know what to do with my money, and I thought, what a lot of nonsense. I'm not a financial advisor. I still didn't know what to do with my money. So time went on.
You did learn one thing though. You told me that while you were doing the financial advisor course, you learned a lot about the middlemen and the fees that they charge as well.
Absolutely. A financial advisor is given a whole bunch of products. He puts them in the top drawer. You walk in there and you say you want to buy in America. He pulls the top drawer and he gives you products and he makes you buy that. So he gets all these fees. Big hunks of your returns get taken off, and so on and so on. I think you told me the story about 16 middlemen when you go and buy a house. The bankers and the real estate agents and the lease and the title deeds office and so on and so on. It's a heck of a lot of, in all these investments, there's a lot of people in the middle.
And each one of them is eating away your return. So tell us, where did you go from there? Now you've been on the yachts for a long time, you're working. What did you do to try and not only look after your wealth, but to grow your wealth?
Well, that actually didn't happen until I finished boats. I came ashore and then started buying and selling real estate, ended up residential, land, building stuff. I did a development, 32 units in Neisner, and that was all real estate. But then the market tanked, and I didn't know what to do from then. And I kept thinking, I like commercial real estate. I met Scotty, and he was doing residential real estate, and he was actually taking people to America from South Africa to show them houses. But I wasn't the residential thing, earning the 4% and having the tenants vacating and coming back and maintenance and all the rest. I was just wanted the commercial because the commercial property, the tenants look after it, the tenants are interested in it because it's a business, there's long leases, and amazingly, I've invested now in hospitals which have got really long-term leases. The tenants are doctors, they can't leave because there's not a lot of hospitals around. They don't jump around like tenants in a house, and the returns are fantastic. There's a lot of due diligence that goes in these things. There's a lot of careful planning. There's a lot of factors involved before they buy anything. If something's doesn't look good, it's not purchased. And these returns are, including dividends and capital gain, which you also get a share of, these returns are 12% plus.
Yeah, and talk to us a little bit around, the average person is trying to diversify. They might be putting their money in the stock market. What's been your comparison between the stock market and direct property?
Well, I read historically, the S&P index in America, historically, that makes 12%. And during that time, you have to put up with wild swings up and down, up and down. You have to put up with that. With these investments, they're not linked to the stock market. It's a private equity deal. It's straight to that building. You get all the information that's available for that building. The leases, the cost per square foot, and so on and so on. So, and there's not only hospitals, there's factories and there's office space, but good deals. And technology, which Scott's has a heck of a lot of experience in, puts the whole thing forward that there's very little middlemen.
Yeah, and I think that's really important. When you look at it, I've been helping yachties now. I remember helping the first yachty, he was sailing from somewhere in America to the Mediterranean. I helped him get a mortgage in the process. Times have changed over the last 15 years. All the different boats have access to Wi-Fi now, but people still need a technological solution, not only to invest, but to manage and track their investments. And I'd like to believe that we've created that. We've got members now in 164 countries. We've helped over $100 million be invested through the platform. We've had $8 million paid out in actual dividends or cash flow, which is money back into your pocket. And what I'm really excited about is that, talking with Ken and his experience of the yachty community and his experience of how he finally found a solution to be able to invest. And I repeat what I said, if he'd known this in the early 80s when he started out on the boats, he would be 12 times wealthier today, according to his own calculations. But as you refer to yourself as Captain Kenny, tell us just a little bit around how you can help your fellow yachties to have the same experience. You understand their problems because you've lived their life. How can you help them with solutions?
Well, I think for me, when I was doing the yachty thing, at the end of the day, you go ashore and you have fun. You're not going to, you go ashore and pick up the phone and go on the computer, and it's just, you didn't have time in those days. You didn't have, being a captain on a boat, being a deckhand on a boat, we're all consumed with time. And then I think, and also we're having so much fun, we don't worry about it. Call it irresponsible if you like. But with this platform now, you can have peace of mind. You can go. I'm not a financial advisor, but I'll give you enough informed information to make so that you make your own mind up exactly what you want, and you'll see there's something for everybody. There's something for the hostesses, for the engineers, for the deckhands, for the captains. There's something for everybody.
Well, as I see it, you're already working all over the world. You're already a global citizen, and now why not let your money equally be a global citizen? Ken is going to be assisting, as he refers to himself as Captain Kenny. You can literally fill in the details below, reach out to him. He'll directly have a conversation with you, understand what it is you're looking for, and then give you some guidance. And I think we're really, really excited because with this collaboration, we can allow the entire yachty community a solution which previously they've never had. And that's truly, truly exciting. And just to be clear, you can literally get started from $100. So in my opinion, there's no excuse whether you're captain of a super yacht or a deckhand.
There's one thing very important which I didn't mention. Normally, these kind of investments were only available to big institutions like banks, pension plans of huge companies, pension plans of huge governments, or very high net wealth people. For example, a hospital in Texas, that's 200, 400,000. How much is that?
Well, you need anywhere up to $6 to $10 million in equity. It's a $20 to $30 million building. So, there's very few people in the world that can participate and put down all the money. And what's interesting is even if you've got the money, you don't get access to the property, you don't have the knowledge, you can't get a mortgage on the ground, and that's where the collaboration helps you.
So all that's taken away. It's all on a platform, it's all digitized, and you don't have to go out there looking for stuff to buy, you don't have to go out there. You don't have to go and to say, okay, you're going to go and see financial advisors, they're going to give you products in the stock market and all that kind of thing. This is the way I've gone now. I just love it. This is the way I've gone.
So, really click on the link below, come and learn about it. We've got global regulation, global compliance. Your money's in Europe, protected by European law, backed by the top 5 banks. And you can literally live on your yacht, become a global citizen, and let your money start working hard for you. Ken, I'm really, really excited about the collaboration. I look forward to helping all the yachties out there.
Yeah, me too.
Cheers. Thanks very much.
Yeah.